Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have an exterior tour video of Independence of the Seas. These are what I call the sun and fun activities on that top deck of the ship, the pools, the hot tubs, mini golf, water slides, flow rider, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoy the video and please remember to subscribe to the channel. We're going to start the tour off here on deck 11. This is the main pool deck. And this doorway here and the one over here on the right, both of those, as you come out of the Windjammer, the buffet dining, and go past the elevators, that's the doors you'd come out to. Now, straight ahead is one of the most important parts on the ship. That is the soft serve ice cream station. There's no charge for that. That's complimentary. And as we turn here, this is the children's, I want to say the children's water park that they have in this section of the ship. So now we're more towards the back of the ship. And as we go forward, we'll see the kind of the main pool area and then the solarium after that. But the kids pool area, that's always crowded. Everybody's always having a good time. The parents like the loungers there so they can keep an eye on the kids. And here we are at one of the two main pools, one right here and one on the other side. We've got some hot tubs here, the big screen. They'll show movies on that or just kind of goofy videos during the day. And there's lifeguards on duty. There's loungers here right in the low area water section. And plenty of loungers in the sun, outside the sun, where you can sit and relax. They do have a live band that'll be out there at times. And as we go by the windows here, we're docked in Labadee today, so we're going to take a peek out the window and see. And I believe the pier is right below us. It is. And this gives you a good view of the Bay Area on Labadee. And we're going to continue toward the front of the ship. The towel station is right here if you need to get a towel. And then they do scan your card, and then when you return it, they just check it off that it's been returned. So the solarium, this was 16 and above. Now it's 18 and above. Each side has one of the cantilevered whirlpools. And they've got a pool here as well as a bar. I think it's fairly early in the day for us to be in port for the bar to be open. I think that's why it's not open yet. But that'll be popular once we set sail and everybody gets going. And we'll take a good look at the pool here. And we're going to work our way around. And as I mentioned, there's one of those hot tubs on each side of the ship. It is kind of nice with the Royal Caribbean ship. There is a symmetry from the left or right, or I should say starboard and port. You know, if you're looking for another spot to go. And we're going to now go past the main pool area once again. If you are a smoker, or I guess if you're not a smoker and you want to be careful on this area, any of the blue chairs here on the right, this is their smoking section. So if you're not a fan of that, you may want to take the other way around. If you are a smoker, plenty of places here to light up. And we're coming back now more towards the back of the ship. You can actually see one of the small water slides in the kids' play area. And then one of the food options they have right out here is their kind of fish and chips stand. So I believe it was on Freedom of the Seas. It was this was like the Mexican area where they had the Mexican food. This one, they have the fish and chips. And there was always people waiting there to get food. So that was kind of handy. You don't even have to go into the Windjammer to grab something here. So we've made it all the way around. And like I said, these doors here would take you right to the elevators and or the Windjammer. So now we're on deck 12. This is one deck above, and you can see this is the jogging deck. And it'll give you a good view down into this area. So right where that fish and chips is, we're right above that. But you can see this kids' play area is really good size. They really enjoy that. One thing I noticed, it was fairly windy one day when we were traveling, and every time the bucket did a big splash, no matter where you were, you kind of got the mist from that. Now, these cabanas here, they were actually working on these during the cruise. I think they were running some electrical and all. Not surprised to see them because other ships have them too. My question would be, are they going to redo the layout of this deck slightly with some of the loungers, because it did kind of get to be a bottleneck point where you can see it becomes only one lane in getting around these because they stick out so far. So here's the main pool area with a couple of those hot tubs. And that's the big screen that they have right there. A little bridge section that gets you from one side of the ship to the other. But I'll be curious if anybody goes on this ship. I was on at the very beginning of December in 23. I'd be curious, give it a month or two and see if they kind of redo the layout on this upper deck to make the flow a little bit better. So we're now heading more towards the front of the ship. And I believe we're going to take a look down into the solarium. And to the right here is the second level of the pool bar, the main pool bar. I think it's closed right now only because we are docked. As soon as everyone starts returning to the ship, they would open that back up again. This seating area is great if you want to come out and watch a movie that they have on the big screen later in the day. And again, we're going to turn. That right there, that dome is the top of one of the cantilevered hot tubs that they have. And here we go. We'll take a look down into the pool area and the solarium. So you can see, again, just like the main pool, if you want to find a spot in the sun, you can. Those might be a little bit more valuable here, but there's plenty of places to lay down or sit and relax. Yeah, I feel like this jogging track here is now kind of infringed upon by those cabanas that they have. That's why I wonder if they're going to redo the layout. Here's the top of the other hot tub. Going to take a peek down in there. You can see they got a great view looking out the side of the ship. Some of those day beds, there's no charge for those. There's no reservation. So if they're free and you want one, grab it. Up here, we're going to take a walk up these steps. This is truly the sun deck on the ship. There is no shade whatsoever. So if you're a sun worshiper, this is a great spot to go. I never saw it very crowded up here. It does give you, essentially, you're on deck 13 right now. So it does give you a great view, either if you're in port or happen to be sailing. And this is a good shot of the main pool area here. And with Labadee in the background. And we're going to come around here. This is going to take us along the other side of the pool, and we're going to head towards the back of the ship on deck 12 and see what some of the, I'm going to say the sports area, what that area has to offer. So now the portion sticking out on the right here, that is the Viking Crown Lounge. And if you've seen my interior view, you'll get a good look at that. And we'll come around. So now if we were to look down, this is going to be the children's play area with this kind of bridge right here to connect each side of the ship. But you can see there's a lot of room, a lot to offer right there. And then the main pool area on this side. And we'll keep moving around toward the back of the ship. Yeah, I guess these cabanas here, they don't even have a roof on them. So those are definitely a work in progress. So now, if you do want to get to the back of the ship here on deck 12, you don't have to go this way. You could always take the elevators. Right around this glass right here is a doorway that'll get you to the aft elevators and take you up or down and get you to this section. And as you can see, one of the things we're coming around to is Johnny Rockets. So this is one of the premium restaurants on board, meaning that there is an extra charge for it. If you have sailed with Royal Caribbean and you're in their Crown and Anchor Society, regardless, I think, of the status that you have, you do get some type of discount if you get a shake or if you grab lunch or dinner here. I think there is a small discount that you get even on the entry level on the rewards program. But they have indoor seating and outdoor seating. And we're going to come around to here, and if you can see on the floor here, it says fuel. This is the teen, and when I say that, I mean from 12 to 17. This is the 12 to 17-year-old area. At night, they'll have kind of a dance area going on. And we are way in the back of the ship. One nice thing to do is when you're sailing to come back here and take a look at the wake of the ship. It's really, you're up on deck 12. You get such a fantastic view. You can see Labadee right here and just how nice that looks. And we're going to keep going around. So now these steps on the right, as you can see, are going to take you up to the Flow Rider. That's not in use right now since we're docked in port, but that'll get going as we get ready to sail. Lots of seating if you have a friend or family who's going to do that. It's definitely fun to watch. So there's seating on both sides. Sometimes they have a tube down the middle, so they'll break it up into two halves. There is the walk up to the water slides. And you get a little clear section there if you want to see somebody going down. And we'll come around here, and that's where they exit into from, or exit out of the water slide. And then as we come around here, this ship has one of the big yellow spheres, I guess I should call it. We're going to take a walk up there in a minute. I don't really know what they're doing with these. Good look at the basketball court and also the rock climbing wall right there. Don't let it fool you. This will also be, they'll have pickleball out here. They might do soccer, dodgeball, a lot of different activities right here. And as we're going to spiral up these stairs, we're going to take a look inside the sphere. Now, the way I remember it a couple years ago when they came out with these on the ships, it had some kind of like a bungee trampoline jumping thing that was like you could also do like a virtual reality, and it would be inside this. I'm actually wondering if they put a pause to that, because I would think that would be something very weather permitting. And so they don't really do that much anymore. I would think when you're sailing, it would be too windy. If you happen to catch some rain or wind, even when you're in port, they may have to shut it down. This is a look down into the little, I don't want to say ropes course, but like a jungle gym that the kids can climb up. And we'll take a walk around here. So inside this yellow sphere, I think they had a cornhole game in there. They do have a few activities, but I don't feel like it gets that much usage. But you do get a heck of a view from up here. Good view of the water slides. This would actually be a good spot if you know somebody who's going down the blue one. Get a shot of them as they're going by in the glass. And here we go. So now we're back on deck 12, and you can see there's a couple of those day beds right there. We're going to head up these stairs to deck 13 at the very front of the ship. This is another spot if you really want to worship the sun and get your tan going. Plenty of loungers up here. And all of the glass panels you see here, these kind of provide a windbreak, because when the ship is moving, it would be kind of crazy windy up here if you didn't have that. This arch thing in front of us, this is a water sprayer. Since there's no pools here, if you're up here and you're getting hot, that's a great spot to cool off. And there's another one on the other side. This is Independence Dunes, the miniature golf course on the ship. And again, if you've seen any of my other videos, there's no charge for this. It's complimentary. Have fun with your friends. Put everything back when you're done and you're good to go. So we'll move around and we'll see another one of those sprayers here. And as I mentioned, the ship is fairly symmetrical, so we'll come back this way to those stairs that get you up on this side. And again, you're one deck above the area that looks down into the solarium. So essentially the solarium is 2 decks down from where you are right now. And there's the stairs to head down. Now, one thing fun, if you've seen any of my other videos, I do this quick walk around the promenade. This is on decks 4 and 5, and it gives you a good feel for how big these ships are. These aren't the Oasis class ships, but they're almost as long. And but this is a great walk to do, and a lot of people are just usually kind of relaxing. You can go out here. That was the main dining room we passed by. And you can see all the chairs here. They keep it nice and clean. They have shuffleboard. And so now we're on deck 5. We're going to head right up to the front of the ship. Take a look. Go over here. Quick look at everybody coming back to the ship. And then back and around. And as we finish up here, there's one little piece I included also. This is as I was getting off the ship. There was a charter cruise and they had set it up for a band. So I just wanted to include this at the end just to show you something different where they have the covers over the pools. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for checking out my video. And remember, if you're looking for a cruise, contact me and I'll find the perfect cruise vacation for you.